Very good afternoon, all of you. Welcome back to Civics first year class. So, you all know that we are discussing very short answers from each chapter. We have discussed very short answers from chapter 1, 2, 3 and 5. Today, we will start with chapter 6. The chapter 6 is rights and duties. Okay, let us see the questions. So, what is the first question? Define rights. Here, you need to write definitions of right. Okay, so these are the two very rights are the external conditions. So, rights are nothing but your conditions necessary for the development of capacities of the personality of the individual. See, if you have rights, with rights you will develop your personality, your capabilities, your capacities. That is what Ernest Barker is saying. So, what are rights? Rights are external conditions necessary for the development of the capacities. Okay, to develop the capacities of an individual, to develop the personality of an individual, rights are essential conditions. They are the external conditions. Rights are the external conditions. From outside, we should have those conditions. Then only we will be able to develop our capabilities and personality. Then, according to Bosanquist, right is a claim. Right is a claim recognized by the society and enforced by the state. See, rights are enjoyed by man even before the establishment of the state, before the formation of the state. Before state, society was formed. So, rights existed in society, but they are recognized. They are recognized and enforced by the state. After the formation of state, rights are recognized. Okay, so these are the two definitions. If you are writing two definitions, you will get 2 marks for it. You will get 2 marks. Okay, the next is classification of rights. This is the most repeated question. Classification of rights. So, rights are classified into 3 types. You can see the flow chart here. Natural rights, moral rights or legal rights. Okay, so you can write in a sentence like this. Rights are classified into natural rights, legal rights and moral rights. Again, these legal rights are classified into civil rights, political rights and economic rights. You can either draw the flow chart like this. You can draw the flow chart like this, or you can write in a sentence. I have given both. Okay, I have given both. Remember, when you are writing, write properly. Rights are classified into 3 types: natural rights, moral rights and legal rights. Now, these legal rights are again classified into civil rights, political rights and economic rights. You can draw the flow chart, you can write in a sentence also, or you can do the both. Again, you will get 2 out of 2. Okay. Simple question, the most important, most repeated question for 2 marks. Classify rights. Here it is given as classification of rights. Sometimes they will ask you like this: classify rights. Instead of classification, they'll use the word classify. Okay. Let us move to the next. Now, what are natural rights? What are natural rights? Natural rights are rights which are enjoyed by birth. We enjoy natural rights by birth. And men enjoyed these rights, these natural rights, before the origin of civilized society. Before the society was formed, men enjoyed natural rights. Okay. Now, John Locke proposed the theory of natural rights. Who proposed the theory of natural rights? John Locke. He proposed the theory of natural rights. So what are your natural rights? Right to life, right to liberty, right to property. All these are your natural rights. Okay, the next is, what are moral rights? Moral rights are based on moral values or moral code. Moral values or moral code. Okay, now these rights we are getting from the society. So moral rights are given by the society. And society does not have any legal organization, so it does not have legal support. Moral rights does not have legal support. So violation is not punishable by state. Okay, if anybody is not performing his moral right or moral duty, then he or she is not being punished. So violation of moral rights is not punishable. So what are the basis for the moral rights? Moral and ethical principles. Moral values are the basis of moral rights. So for an example, I will tell you. A person who met with an accident, okay, he has right to get help. He has right to get help, and the person who is helping, it is his moral duty. Okay, if nobody is helping that person, then he cannot go to court of law saying that I met with an accident, but nobody came forward to help me. He cannot go to court of law. So violation of moral rights is not punishable. Okay, they are based on moral values. Okay. Next is, write some of the important economic rights. What is economic right? Economic right is right to earn your livelihood. How can you earn your livelihood? When you have right to work. Your right to work enables you to earn your livelihood. When you are working, you are you should get adequate wages. You should get sufficient wages to fulfill your basic demands or basic needs. Okay, so right to work, right to adequate wages or sufficient wages, right to reasonable hours of work, right to reasonable hours of work. What is reasonable hours of work? See, no person can work for 18 hours or 20 hours or 24 hours. If they are working for 24 hours, then next day they won't have the capacity, energy to work. So, reasonable working hours should be there, like 8 hours or 12 hours or 6 hours. Okay, so working hours should be reasonable, and during that also they should get some leisure time, some rest. Then only they will be able to work efficiently. And you have right to compensation. What is right to compensation? What do you mean by right to compensation? Right to compensation means, if any accident occurs when you are working, and if you meet with an accident, okay, you lost your leg or hand, then your employer has to compensate. So it can be monetary, or it can be, the employer can give your job to your family member, or they can give you some money as compensation. So what are the economic rights we have studied today? Right to work, right to adequate wages, right to reasonable hours of work, and right to compensation. Okay, let us see classification of duties. We have seen classification of rights. Okay, so duties are also classified into two types. Duties are of two types. Rights are of three types. Okay, duties are of two types: moral duties and legal duties. Okay, moral duties and legal duties. Now, this moral duties You perform moral duties on the basis of moral values. Again, you have moral values here. And legal duties, these duties are given to you by state. Okay, these duties are given to you by state. So, duties are of two types, moral duties and legal duties. Now, again, these legal duties are divided into two. That is positive and negative. Positive duties and negative duties. You can draw a flow chart like this. Duties are divided into two. Moral duties and legal duties. Again, these legal duties are divided into two. Positive and negative duties. Positive duties and negative duties. Like this also you can draw a flow chart. So now let us discuss what are moral duties. What do you mean by moral duties? I told you we perform moral duties on the basis of moral values. So like respecting the elders, helping the needy, okay, helping the needy, respecting elders, all these are your moral duties. And if you are not performing these moral duties, again you are not punished by the law. Okay, helping needy, it is up to you. If you can help anybody, you will help. If you are not helping, then nobody can take you to court of law. Respecting elders and helping needy, these are the moral duties. Now coming to legal duties is proper payment of taxes and following the laws of the state. Following the laws of the state. These are the legal duties. Okay, moral duties, they are based on moral conduct, moral values, and legal duties are given by the state. Okay, given by the state. So, moral duties, example we have seen, respecting elders, helping the needy. And legal duties, it is payment of taxes, following the laws of the state. Then we have also discussed that these legal duties are divided into two types. Legal duties are again of two types. What are those? Positive duties, negative duties. Okay, positive duties and negative duties. So, what are positive duties? What are positive duties? Duties which you are asked to perform. Okay, duties which you are asked to perform. And when you are doing that, it is your positive duty, like payment of taxes, following traffic rules. Okay, all these are your positive duties. And negative duties are certain instructions or laws which are restricting you from doing certain things. They are negative duties. They are restricting you from doing certain things. They are asking you not to do few things, like do not jump red signal. Do not jump red signal. What happens if you jump red signal? You have to pay the fines. So, violation of legal duties. Violation of legal duties leads to punishment. Violation of moral duties, it is not punishable. But violation of legal duties will lead to punishment. So, in negative duty, what are they saying? Do not jump red signal. They are asking you not to do something. Okay, they are restricting you from doing certain activities. Then you have no parking. Okay, What do you mean by no parking? You are not supposed to park your vehicle in that particular area. If you park your vehicle there, what happens? They will tow your vehicle, they will fine you. Then you have no smoking zones. No smoking zone. So if you go and smoke in that area, that zone, you have to pay the fine. So what negative duties are they are asking you, or they are restricting you from doing certain things. You are instructed not to do certain things. Under negative duties, you are instructed not to do certain things or activities. Okay, so violation of these legal duties. Okay, violation, you can write one more sentence. Violation of legal duties leads to punishment. If you violate legal duties, you have to face punishment. Okay, for example, if you are not following traffic rules, you have to face the punishment. If you are asked not to jump red signal. If you are jumping red signal, you have to face the punishment. You are asked not to smoke in that particular zone. If you are smoking, you have to face the punishment. So, these are your duties, classification of duties. Duties are of two types, moral and legal. Moral and legal. Moral duties, it is based on moral values. That is, moral duties, if you are not performing those duties, you are not punished. Legal duties, they are given by the state. Okay, violation of legal duties will lead to punishment. If you are not paying taxes on time, again you have to face punishment. So again, these legal duties are divided into two types, positive and negative. Under positive duties, state is instructing you to do certain things, and in negative duties, state is instructing you not to do certain things. Okay, I hope I am clear with these questions. Next question. Okay, again you have a question on moral duties. Moral duties, they are based on moral beliefs or moral values. You can write moral values or moral code, any word, belief, values or code, whichever you can remember. Moral duties are based on moral values or moral code or moral beliefs, you can say. Now, these moral duties are sanctioned. Okay, sanctioned means given. From where do we get this moral duties? We are getting these from society, customs and traditions. Okay, we got this moral duties from society, customs and traditions. Violation of moral duties does not lead to punishment by the state. If you violate the moral duties, you will not face any punishment. Example, I told you, respecting the elders, helping the needy. If you are not helping, if you are not respecting, you will not face any punishment by the state. State will not punish you. Government will not punish you. With this, we have completed your 6th chapter. A very simple chapter, very easy chapter. Okay, let us move to your 7th chapter, citizenship. Okay, next is your citizenship. So, the first question is, define citizenship. Define citizenship. Okay, so what is citizenship? It is the membership in a state. Citizenship is the membership in a state. When are you called a student? When you take admission in the school or college, you are considered as a student, unless you are not considered as a student, right? So you are becoming the member of that school or college, you are becoming a student. Similarly, when you are a member of a state, the membership of that state is called as citizenship. Membership of a state is citizenship. Okay, so the person who possess citizenship, they are called as citizens. Okay, when a person possesses citizenship, he is known as citizen, and citizens, they participate in the political matters of the state. Okay, they participate in the political affairs or political matters of the state, and state protects them. It is the responsibility or duty of the state, that is government. When we say state here, it is government. It is the duty of the state to protect its citizens. Okay, so what is citizenship? It is nothing but membership in the state. The person who possesses membership in the state is known as citizen. Okay, and it is the citizens, only the citizens, they participate in the political affairs of the state. So let us see the definitions given by different political thinkers. The first one is given by Professor Lasky. Okay, so what is citizenship? It is one's contribution of instructed judgment to the public good. What is citizenship? It is the contribution of instructed judgment to the public good. And Aristotle said, a citizen is a person who will have direct active role in the administration of the state. So, citizen will have a role in the administration of the state. That is the definition given by Aristotle. Okay, two definitions, 2 marks. Okay, now let us see the next question. What do you mean by jus sanguinis? Okay, what do you mean by jus sanguinis? Jus sanguinis means acquiring citizenship on the basis of blood relationship, or you can also say kinship. Blood relationship or kinship. When you acquire citizenship on the basis of blood relationship, then it is called as jus sanguinis. Okay, a child ships. Okay. For example, a child born to Indian citizens is given Indian citizenship irrespective of place of birth. If a child is born in any other part of the world, okay, parents are Indians, okay, parents are Indians and the child is born in some other country, then he will get a citizenship of India. Okay, he will be a Indian citizen because his parents are from India, that is blood relationship. Okay, so this method is followed in countries like Germany, Italy, etc. In Germany and Italy, this method is followed. Okay, next is jus soli. Okay, jus soli. Here, you acquire citizenship by the principle of place of birth. Principle of place of birth. Here your blood relations does not have any importance. You are a citizen of a country where you are born. It doesn't matter your parents are from which part of the world. Okay. So a child acquires citizenship of the state in which he is born, irrespective of citizenship of his parents. Okay, we don't consider the parents are from which country. It doesn't matter. It's only the place of birth which matters. So a child born to Indian citizens in America acquires American citizenship. When a child is born in America, parents are from India and child is born in America, then because of place of birth, he acquires the citizenship of America. Okay, I hope I am clear with these three questions. Next is dual citizenship. What do you mean by dual citizenship? Dual means possession of citizenship of two states. You are possessing the citizenship of two states. You are a citizen of two states. Okay. For example, here we have given a child or children born to American parents in India obtain natural citizenship of both India and America. Here, see, if you see, just according to principle, just sanguinis. Okay, the child is born in America, but parents are from India. So, he will get the citizenship of India because of blood relationship. Then you have a principle of jus soli. Here, the child is born in America. That is why he is getting the citizenship of America. So, both the principles are applied here. Both the principles. So, it is dual citizenship. Okay. The child, when he acquires citizenship of two states, then we call it as dual citizenship. So, that is mixed principle, on the basis of mixed principle. Okay. So, dual citizen applies to children until they become majors. So, till they become major, till they become adults. Majors means adults. Adults. Till they become adults, they enjoy dual citizenship. They are the citizen of two states. So, once they become adults, they have to choose citizenship of one of the two states. So, there they have a choice. They will have a choice to choose the citizenship of one of the two states. After they become adults or majors, they have to choose the citizenship of one state. Okay, that is dual citizenship. And the next question is, mention two qualities of good citizen. What are the qualities of good citizen? Okay, so first one is obedience to law. A citizen who obeys the laws of the state. They are good citizens. The citizen of a state is expected to obey the laws. And payment of taxes. A good citizens are expected to pay the taxes regularly. A good citizen is expected to pay the taxes regularly. Okay, this was your citizenship, your 7th chapter. Okay, so rights and duties, you will get 2 questions. Citizenship, you will get 2 questions. Okay. Let us move to your next chapter. 8th chapter, it is democracy. 8th chapter is democracy. So, what is the definition of democracy? Here, they are asking you, define democracy. Define democracy. So, before giving the definition, we should give a small introduction about democracy. What do you mean by democracy? Democracy means people's government. Democracy means people's government. The term democracy, it is derived from 2 Greek words, demos and kratos. Demos and kratos. Demos means people, rule means, kratos means rule. Okay, demos, it means people, and kratos, it means rule. So, what is democracy? It is people's rule. Here you can write people's rule also, or rule by the people. You can write like this also. Okay, what is democracy? It is the government by the people. So, different political thinkers, they gave different definitions. Like Abraham Lincoln, he said that democracy is a government of the people, by the people and for the people. What is democracy? It is a form of government of the people, by the people and for the people. And according to J.R. Seeley, democracy is a government in which everyone has a share. Every individual participate in political activities. Everybody is a part, every individual is a part of government here. So that is why J.R. Seeley, he said that democracy is a government in which everyone has a share. Democracy is a government in which everyone has a share. Okay. Let us see the types of democracy again. See, you can get a question for 5 marks. Define democracy. What are its types? So, democracy, introduction you have learned. You have learned the definitions also. Now we will see the types of democracy. See, democracy is of two types. Democracy is of two types. So what are the two types? The first one is direct democracy and the second is indirect. See, in your 2-mark question, you have a question. What is indirect democracy? Now, this indirect democracy, it is also known as representative democracy. Indirect democracy, it is also known as representative democracy. Why we are saying it as indirect? Because the people, they will elect their representatives. Okay, people, they elect representatives through elections. So here we call it as representative democracy. Okay, and these representatives, the elected people, elected members we can say, the elected members, they rule the country on behalf of the people. Okay, in India we have representative democracy. We elect our representatives and those representatives will form the government and they are ruling us. On behalf of the people, representatives will rule the country. So this is the most popular form of government. It is the most popular form of government. Examples of indirect democracy or representative democracy: India, America, France. India, America and France. If you can't remember all the three names, remember one name, at least one example. India is the best example. Okay, in our country, we have indirect democracy where we elect our representatives and these representatives, they make laws for us on our behalf. Next question is direct democracy. Okay, direct. Just now I told you democracy is of two types. Now this direct democracy is also known as pure democracy. Direct democracy is also known as pure democracy. Now this type of democracy, it existed in ancient time. In Greek and Roman city-states. Okay, in Greek and Roman city-states, there existed pure democracy, and at present, Switzerland has direct democracy. So, what happens in direct democracy? In direct democracy, people directly participate in the political matters or in the government affairs, like in lawmaking and in the administration. Okay. In direct democracy, people directly participate in lawmaking and in the administration. And this type of democracy is suitable for small countries with less population. Okay, it is suitable for small countries with less population, and indirect democracy is suitable for large countries with huge population. Okay, it's huge population. For countries with large geographical area and huge population like India, we have the indirect democracy, whereas small countries like Switzerland, geographical area is small, population is less, then this direct democracy is suitable. Okay, so direct democracy has got 4 devices. Direct democracy has got 4 devices. So what are these 4 devices? Referendum, initiative, recall and plebiscite. Okay, these are the 4 devices of direct democracy. You will get a question for 5 marks. What is direct democracy? What are its devices? Then you have to explain what is direct democracy, and then you have to explain all the 4 devices. What is referendum, initiative, recall and plebiscite. So quickly I will give you one small explanation about this. What is referendum? Referendum means refer to. Referendum means refer to. Here what happens? The legislature will make the laws and those laws are referred to the people. Okay. These laws are referred to the people. People will accept those laws or they will reject those laws. So this referendum is of 2 types. Compulsory and optional. So any law related to constitution, for that referendum is compulsory. Referendum is compulsory, and for ordinary laws referendum is optional. Okay, I hope I am clear with this. This referendum, what is referendum? Referendum means refer to. The legislators will make the laws and the laws are referred to the people. So if it is constitutional law, then referendum is compulsory. Without referring it to the people, they cannot pass those laws. So referendum is compulsory in case of constitutional laws and it is optional in case of ordinary laws. Next is initiative. Okay, here the people, they demand to the legislatures to make the laws. So this initiative is of 2 types. Formulated or formulative also we say, and unformulated. Formulated and unformulated. In formulated initiative, the people will draft the laws and it is presented to the legislature. People, they want the law to be made, so they are drafting the laws and the draft will be presented to the legislature. And in unformulated initiative, the people, they will demand to make a particular law. They will demand to the legislature to make the laws. Okay, I hope I am clear with these 2, referendum and initiative. Referendum, initiative. Next is recall. Recall means call back. Okay, in simple words, we can also say removing somebody from their position. Removing somebody from their position. So if the officer in charge or the representative, if they fail to perform their duties, if they are not performing their duties properly, then they can be removed, they can be called back. Okay, they can be called back. So with the fear of getting removed, they will try to perform their duties properly. So it will prevent corruption. And the representatives, they become more responsible because always they will have a fear of getting removed. So for that, not to get removed, they will perform their duties honestly and it will prevent corruption. So you will get a question for 2 marks. See, here I have given it is repeated question mark. Recall is repeated question. Next is Plebiscite. Now this word plebiscite, it is derived from two words, pelvis and sectum. Pelvis means people, and sectum means decree. Decree means decision, order or decision, you can say. The pelbicide, the word pelbicide, it is derived from two words, pelvis and sectum, which means people and decree respectively. So what happens? Here, the public opinion is ascertained on important matters. Public opinion is taken on important matters. And whatever decision is taken by the people, that is final. No alteration can be done to it. So what is the difference between this referendum and plebiscite? Referendum and plebiscite. Here, the laws are made and then they are referred to the people. In plebiscite, before making a law, public opinion is ascertained before making the laws. Okay. Before making the laws, in plebiscite, the opinion of the people is ascertained. Okay. I hope I am clear with the devices of direct democracy. So you can get, a question like this: what is direct democracy and what are its devices, for 5 marks? Or they will ask you like this: what is recall? What is plebiscite? What is referendum? Like that it can be asked. Okay. Next question is, what is public opinion? What is public opinion? Now, in democracy, public opinion plays an important role. See, in democratic countries, be it a direct democratic country or indirect democratic country, we will take the example of India. India is a democratic country. We have indirect democracy in India. So, who comes into the power? The political party which gets the majority support of the people. Okay, that party will come into the power. So, that is the opinion of the people. Okay, so public opinion, it plays an important role in democracy. What do you mean by public opinion? It is the views on the public on political issues and government policies. Okay. See, our representatives will, stop the government from making, unnecessary laws, right? So, media, education, social conditions play an important role in molding public opinion. Okay. And this word public opinion, it was coined, it was used for the first time by John Locke. John Locke, he used the word public opinion for the first time. So, there's 5 questions. We have 5 questions in this chapter, 5 SAQs. Other than this, they may ask you, what is referendum? If they are not asking you in 5 marks, if they are not asking you the devices of direct democracy, they may ask you individually. Okay. So, democracy is over. Let us move to your 9th chapter, that is secularism. If you are able to understand, 2 marks questions, secularism, it's a very simple chapter. If you see, you have only 3 SAQs and you will get 1 question out of these 3. Those 3 SAQs, if you are thorough, you can write your VSAQs also. So, let us discuss secularism. So define secularism. So G.J. Holyoke, he defined secularism as an idea. It is an ideology. It is an idea of promoting social order. Social order, what do you mean by social order? There is no disturbance in the society as separate from religion. Religion is separated from the society. Religion is made as a personal matter of an individual without actively dismissing or criticizing religious belief. See, in secularism, we follow religion of our choice. We don't criticize the religious beliefs. And we live peacefully in a society. People from different religious backgrounds, they live peacefully following their religious beliefs. Okay, that is secularism. According to Eric S. Waterhouse. What is secularism? It is an ideology which provides theory of life and conduct as against one provided in religion. See, it doesn't mean that secularism is against religion. No, don't get confused with this word against here. Here he says that without any problem. That is secularism. You are neither supporting the other religion, or you are not disrespecting the other religions. Okay, that is your conduct of your life, how you are conducting your life apart from following your religion. Okay, next is, what is the meaning of secular state? Secular state means state which does not follow religious principles in lawmaking. In a secular state, laws are not made on the basis of religion. In a secular state, laws are not made on the basis of religion. Now, the government, we say state means government. The state is neither pro-religious nor anti-religious. The government of the state is neither supporting a religion nor it is against any religion. And state will not interfere in the religious matters. Okay, state does not interfere in the religious matters. And state does not collect any tax in the name of religion. And people of different religions, they are treated equal. All citizens are treated equally without any discrimination on the basis of their religion. Okay, so in secular state, we don't have official religion. Okay, secular state doesn't have an official religion. Okay, I hope I am clear with secular state. Next is theocratic state. Now, again, this is the most repeated question, theocratic state. What is a theocratic state? Theocratic state is completely opposite to secular state. In secular state, we did not have official religion, but in theocratic state, we will have official religion. Theocratic state will have official religion, and this official religion is given more importance than other religions. The official religion is given more importance than other religions. Okay, and all the important positions or offices are occupied by the person belonging to that official religion. Okay, so there in theocratic state, you will have state religion. Okay, in theocratic state, you will have state religion and religious tolerance is minimal. There is very less or there is no, like it is very less tolerance, there are less tolerance to the other religions, whereas in secular state you will find religious tolerance. You will find religious tolerance to a great extent, okay, to maximum extent. But in theocratic state, religious tolerance is minimal, very less. Okay, so this is the theocratic state is completely opposite to the secular state. And this theocratic state is the most repeated DSA I hope I am clear with these questions. Now, how does rule of law promotes secularism? How rule of law is promoting secularism? So, what do you mean by rule of law? Rule of law means equality before law. Rule of law means equality before law, and the laws are not made on the basis of religion. Okay, laws are not made on the basis of religion. Same laws are applicable to all, irrespective of religion. Irrespective of religion, we have to follow same laws. The same laws are applicable to all. So here we can say that rule of law, it promotes secularism. Rule of law promotes secularism. And here you have to write definition of secular state. So, according to D.E. Smith, secular state is one while guaranteeing individual and corporate freedom of religion. Okay, see, in secular state we have freedom of religion which deals with the individual as a citizen irrespective of religion. What does it mean? Here, the individuals, they have freedom of religion and they are treated as citizens irrespective of their religion. That is definition given by D.E. Smith. And what is secularism? Now, secularism, it aims at establishing society and state in which people enjoy complete religious freedom. In secularism or in a secular state, people, they enjoy religious freedom. Okay, it advocates logic and rational elements in human behavior. It does not support, that means it opposes superstitions, and it opposes supporting religion in public matter. No religion is supported or given importance in public matters. Okay, so with this, I'll end this session today. Tomorrow we will continue with the next